Welcome to another episode of CPZ where we drink, talk, and toast. My name is Ogeva, and today we're looking into the consumption choices, right, of Nigerian drinks in the UK. And I know you're probably asking yourself, why? What's UK? Who cares? But this conversation is the beginning of a journey. We want to know the consumption choices of Nigerian drinks outside Nigeria, right? And our first stop is London. And we have somebody that is in there, right? Who is in there in the space in London. So that's why we're starting with. I have with me a very good friend of mine, and let me leave it there. A very good friend of mine, Folarin Olaopa. Folarin, welcome to CPZ.
Yeah,
So
great.
Folarin is the CEO of London Drinks, Limited, London Drinks Limited. So he's really into the distribution of drinks in London, and also with reference to Nigerian drinks. So Folarin,
Yep.
welcome to CPZ.
Thank
right?
you. Thank you.
I've been looking forward to this conversation for so long because I had a discussion with some of my friends, right? We're talking about Dirty December, and one of my friends' younger brother, so he was ignorant to the conversation, and he was like, "Hey, all those people with the jack back home said, waiting they can't drink for here. She been at that side, now be the highest." Do you understand? And I was telling him, look, you'll be surprised, right? There are a lot of drinks, in Nigerian drinks, that are sold in London, to be precise, right? For instance, I know, I'll call the brand. Let me just call the brand. Fanta. Nigerian Fanta is a big deal.
That's a real big deal.
Do you understand? Nigerian Stout is a big deal.
Yep.
So, without even trying to dilly-dally, right, can you just from off the top of your head give me a list of, the best consumption choices?
In terms of the best, I won't. Any list is any list of drinks in Nigeria.
Yeah. Okay.
Very popular is Nigerian Guinness.
Nigerian Guinness.
Nigerian Guinness, that's probably one of the most
Yeah.
popular. Then Nigerian Fanta that you mentioned, it cuts across so many different, not even only Nigerians, everybody knows about it.
Okay.
There's something strange about it, which is that it's often not available because sometimes there's trickeries to the fact of whether it can be brought in legally or not, or when it's available. Sometimes it's available, it's often always scarce because it always goes, especially Nigerian Fanta.
Yeah.
Nigerian Guinness, well, Star, Golda, Trophy a lot recently, beers. But what I find is any trend of any drinks that's popular in Nigeria is popular over there with Nigerians.
Okay.
The diaspora, people come home, say they come for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whenever they come, what they drink here, as soon as they get back, they're looking for it.
Yeah.
You understand? Say, for example, that's how the Trophy just came out of the blues and just really got
In my own
so
opinion,
popular.
Trophy is the best beer.
Yes, probably
in the
one of
world,
best
right?
beers. Yeah, I can't be too. But basically, it's one of the best beers in the world, really. You get people, okay, Heineken. We've got Heineken, which is similar or the same thing as the one here. Well, you can say it's made by the same.
Yeah, there's some control in the taste with Heineken. Yeah.
It's probably the same thing, to be honest. But people want the Nigerian one.
There's always a difference.
Nigerians, they want the Nigerian ones. There's even just the fact that the bottle is not as new because we recycle, but we reuse bottles.
Yeah, we reuse bottles. Yeah,
we don't reuse bottles in the UK.
Yeah.
So UK Heineken is fresh. Brand new bottle, and when it's done, it's going straight in the bin.
Yeah.
Or to be recycled in a different way. They smash it up and it becomes something else. So people want that.
With the scratches.
Scratched bottle of a Nigerian.
Cheers to Nigerians.
There's no two ways. So
really?
we get that. That's any beers or any drinks, even Nigerian Coke, Sprite, any drinks from Nigeria. Anyone who's over there remembers what they used to drink. Once they see it, they go for it. Schweppes, everything. So, it's an interesting trend of how increasingly as well, like just an increase in the demand and the supply as well, and the number of people in the space importing from Nigeria. You can't tell how many containers of drinks that leave Nigeria on a weekly basis or whatever to get to the UK, and then sometimes from the UK even out to other parts of Europe, but to the UK.
UK. So what you're saying is the Nigerian consumption has a great influence on the stocking on the other side.
Oh yeah, because it's like it's what when you come to visit, what your friends drink.
Yeah.
When you get over there.
Yeah, that one I waiting they go for there now.
I don't get that trophy.
Yeah.
That's it. That's where you start off from, and then that's it. Yeah.
So you say trophy is the best seller there? Beer-wise?
Beer-wise, recently, yes.
Recently?
Yeah. Of course, there's been trends. Okay. I'll tell you there was a time where Star was the fastest or best-selling Nigerian beer in the UK. And then I'd say probably about 6-7 years ago or wherever, there was a twist where slowly there was more demand for trophy, you know, and then suddenly trophy is like the fastest-selling Nigerian beer in the UK. There's been other drinks that have come in since that.
In that same manner.
Generally, whenever there's a spike of a new drink getting popular here in Nigeria, then suddenly it gets more popular over there because of the demand. There was a time 3-3, and then Hero Beer, Goldberg, all those beers have come into the space, all taking their little percentages out of the market, where now Star is not as popular as it used to be.
Yeah.
Gouda is another strange one, which from time to time it's always been there.
It's just there, right?
It's there. And it was more popular at some point,
but
then that's one beer that has its people. People that
drink
Gouda,
not
deviate.
They
just love their Gouda. You understand? So you get, the trends are different. It works in different ways, but the one thing is our people, Nigerians, and even other communities that plug into Nigerian community, drink beer. They love their beers. But top of them all is still Guinness.
So. Going back to Gouda, I just remembered a joke in the past. Like when we were younger, right? Whenever I would see anybody drinking Gouda, I would just say police and thief. That's the name they used to.
Really?
Don't quote me, Nigerian police force, please. I'm not saying anything, but that's what I used to call it. And it's so the fact that you're telling me trophy has had this pace, right? Is actually not surprising because I got introduced to trophy in 2019, what's it called? The pandemic, right? So I used to, I was working from home. We were all working from home, right? So I had a friend, the trophy guy, had a joint. You understand? So we did the same thing work-wise. So he always used to come to mine, but I go to his. Whenever he comes, he just comes with packs of trophy. I'm like, dude, what kind of horrible beer is this? Because I didn't used to drink lager at the time. I was a stout guy. And, from it just being there, I just started it. And to be honest, trophies, because there's even, I'm doing an ad for them at this rate. Because there's one of my friends too that is a Heineken guy. He was a Heineken guy, like, hands down. And all of a sudden I see him and he's drinking trophy. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, trophy, that the best beer in the world. You understand? So
it's true. It's very good.
I actually love that. Without trying to sound like a trophy ambassador, right?
I wouldn't say the same thing, but I would say it's probably one of the top beers. I refuse to be affiliated to any specific beer because I drink most of them. I have a taste of most of them all the time, and you know. But even while in the UK, I would drink other beers that are UK based and all that. But generally, you still find that trophy ranks very high.
It's been creeping. It's been creeping, and like it's the highest selling beer in Nigeria now. I don't have the data. I don't have the statistics. But the bottles I see on the table, I know trophy hits hard.
But I think there's also regional variations in
the taste.
How, in the sales or how it's consumption. Because I believe if you're going more towards the east of Nigeria, you get less of trophy and get more.
There's Hero. I think Hero is the replacement.
It's probably just
the same thing.
Just put a different label on it.
Yeah. Hero is the same thing for.
So that's what I mean. There's regional differences here.
Okay, so definitely that has to be considered.
I feel the content is the same thing.
It's the same thing. So do Nigerians also have the the same influence, right? does it have the same influence on spirits?
Um,
I know over there,
over
it's not
there,
the same thing. People hardly buy bottles there, right? So, well, I mean, the
no, it depends.
Nigerian
It depends on
clubs.
where you go to. You know, if you go to Nigerian clubs, the Nigerian attitude is still there. Because the reason why people buy bottles, oftentimes, is just to it's a status thing that I'm not buying a shot, but because I can afford to buy the bottle. You understand? If I drink it, if I finish it, it's all good. You understand?
That's literally what we spoke about on
Exactly.
episode 1. You understand?
And there's, oftentimes we'll go out as a group of people or friends and stuff like that. There'll be 4 or 5 people. A bottle disappears very quickly.
Fast.
The tradition usually in the UK was people buying shots because that's the way they normally live.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. So people buy shots. But Nigerian person will
Nigerians
think,
will buy a
"Nah,
bottle."
why would I want to go to the bar every time I need 1 or 2 shots?
Yeah.
Give me the bottle.
Give me the bottle.
But then you find, okay, as well, like Nigerian influenced venues and places. No, traditionally, it's just sell people the bottle.
Bottle period.
Yeah. But you get some funny places where they don't know about that. And you ask them, you go to a pub or something and say, oh, can I have a bottle?
They don't even sell
and
it.
they'd be like, we don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
You want the whole bottle?
1 liter.
Yeah, they'd be like, yeah. At best, you see, if someone's even smart enough to know what to do or how to go about it, some of them would say, okay, look, you know what, there's, because in a normal bottle of 70 cl brandy or spirit or anything, there's 28 shots.
Okay.
Because the shots are measured at 2.5 cl. So some will want, work it out, get a calculator and say, okay,
multiply
that's
it.
28 by that number of shots and blah, 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 blah. Okay, pay now. You understand? And then,
That
we
would be
can give you
smart,
the
to
bottle.
be honest.
Well, they do that. And then it ends up being like, okay, so that whole bottle of...
I get to this amount of money. And it's probably more expensive than the bottle itself if you're going to be charging by the shots.
If you're charging by shots, maybe someone ends up paying £150 for a bottle of something. Whereas, if the way it works with venues and places that know how that works, they'll probably just sell you that bottle for £80 or £90.
Yeah.
So understand? So for them as well, there's the people that do shots. There's economics to it. It works out better for them. But at the same time, it's just not their tradition.
It's just,
But
trust me.
It's been a lot of switch. The influence is getting.
It's getting there. Trust me, Nigeria. So with what you're even saying now, that means Nigerians have even started influencing the way people buy drinks.
Oh yeah.
In London.
Yeah. Well, I'll say okay, exactly. The influence is there. Once if you have or there's a party or there's an event or something, if a Nigerian is coordinating it or something, they'll go to the bar and say beforehand that, look, my people don't do shots,
do bottles,
you need to be able to do something, negotiate something beforehand to say, look, once we're in there, and then oftentimes the people get shocked that, you mean your people are going to start buying bottles like that. And okay, let's try it, and then when the day comes and then see people just, give me another bottle, give me
we'll shoot the bottle down in Nigeria.
Yeah, it's the way it goes.
Wow, hearing you say this, right, if you give it a second thought, it's actually clear. I remember back in the day, this was a long time ago though, I went to visit my friend in, I can't remember the place, right, I think Sidcup, somewhere outside London. Sidcup, right?
Sidcup it's almost still in London.
Almost still in London,
yes,
exactly.
So you call it Kent, but it's
Kentish, exactly. So we went to some. It was just an average bar. I wouldn't say dead, right? You understand? But we didn't have options, so we just went there that day. Then I think he got his first salary or something like that. I can't really remember. But he said, let's buy a bottle. And he wanted Jack Daniels. So we went there and we were like, can we have Jack Daniels? And the girl brought shots. You understand? The guy was like, no. Once a bottle, she was like, I don't understand what you mean. You don't sell bottles. He said, yeah, the bottle you are pouring it from, bring it.
Bring the whole bottle.
And the girl goes, it's 1 liter. Like, what are you trying to prove? She couldn't even, what are you trying to prove? And the guy's like, bring the bottle.
That's how
so
we do it.
while we were still having this argument, right? So that my friend is very, very big. We used to call him Big Aunties, Biggie Aunties, yeah? So it was very big. So his size already got some attention. So when they now brought the bottle, right, because we're backing the people in the club, we're facing the bar, they bring the bottle, we poured it into our glasses, chairs, we took a sip, and we turned around. When we turned around, everybody was looking at us.
What's going on?
what the hell are these guys doing now? But it was the one that's so big. He didn't even have that, what they call them. So it's just
Oftentimes we
open.
don't have that control.
Those controller, yeah. So it was just crazy. They were looking at us like, are these guys mad? Do you understand? And so I can relate with what you said, and you know, to actually think that Nigerians have actually, you know, created that influence is should I say it's nice or bad? Which one?
Well,
Because it's still
it's good to have influence. Yeah, you understand. Not only the fact that we want to take the bottle, also we got that little thing about
Status.
Status. You know, it's if it's cognac, if it's brandy, it's got to be a certain level. Or I don't drink less than VSOP kind of business, or give me XO and all that kind of thing. Or if it's if it's a single malt, or you start going down up the ages.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, if you go to a normal run-of-the-mill bar, pub, whatever, they just have the basic stuff. You understand?
A pint,
yeah. Even most people there are going to drink their pints and drink their drink anyway. But you understand that but for them to, okay, can I have a whiskey of this type? And most of them, what are you talking about? Like
because I can imagine somebody going there and telling me I want a Glen 18 years. It's probably not even in stock,
often.
right?
Not often. You'd get that in Nigerian-owned bars and clubs.
Yeah.
Those are staple. It's always there. You get up to, say, 21 years, 23 years sometimes and stuff like that. Because they know that people that are coming, that's what they want to drink. You understand? You go to a place and you ask for Glenfiddich or get, Glenlivet, get whatever, and then they bring you 12 years. You're thinking, or they say they've only got 12 years, and then you see people saying, I don't drink that. That's too, don't you have 18, 21, and the people thinking to themselves, what are you talking about? But yeah, it's just a status thing. We have to be seen to be big and doing better than we are doing.
Exactly. Yeah. So with what you've said, right? Where do you see this space in the next 5 years? Off the top of the head, how aggressive do you think this will be in the next 5 years?
It's been extremely progressive. It's increasingly more aggressive, because oftentimes as well, I think as Nigerians and people are so entrepreneurial, where once you hear something's doing well or there's an avenue somewhere, everyone plugs in, everyone's interested, so there's increasingly a number of people jumping into the market, because it's fairly easy to get the supply of drinks from Nigeria and stick it in a container and send it over there. You understand? So there's an increase in the demand is increasing as well, because it's not only being consumed by Nigerians.
And even the Nigerian influence on other people.
So based on that, but it's increasing, both the supply end and the demand end. So it's a market it has always been going up, and it will keep going up. Yeah.
I just hope nothing comes and takes my trophy away, though.
Don't worry. I think trophy's here to stay. Definitely. Because, no, it's such a good beer. It is,
though. It is, without starting to sound like a drunkard.
It is a good beer,
It is, though. And, I know, I mean, I know it's been there for so long. Nigerian Fanta. I know this is not alcohol, but, we are still in the context of influence.
Drinks,
the Nigerian Fanta. What is the big deal about Nigerian Fanta in the UK?
Number one, I think it's just really sweet.
Yeah, sweet.
Really sweet.
When it's cold, with the bottle, yeah.
There's one thing about it, when it's cold, really cold like that, and the sweetness and everything, there's a way it burns down your throat.
You get me?
Almost like a really good spirit. You understand? It just, if you rush it down and really, and just that taste, there's something it does to your palate. So, and then the UK, or generally more, or various other Fantas, don't have that heat of that sweetness or that sugar that you get from Nigerian Fantas. And it gives you that edge.
And with what you've even said, right, a lot of people tend to say the drinks here taste different from the drinks.
It does.
There.
It does.
So
you start from, water is always different everywhere. It's not the way your water is, and all the nutrients and the different minerals in water means water tastes different everywhere. Nigerian water doesn't taste the same as UK or British water.
Yeah.
It's just different soils and different minerals that
Ingredients
contained in that
generally.
water.
Yeah.
So you start from there. That the water that you make, even if the Heineken from Nigeria and Heineken in the UK will taste different because the water that's the main constituent of it is different. You understand? In the minerals in them. So we start from there. But then it's just made different, especially the Nigerian Fanta. I think Nigerian Fanta and even the Coke, apart from the fact that the water is different,
Yeah.
I think it's just made different. There's something a bit more artificial about it than
the other.
Than the other
And
ones.
I also feel a lot of regulations too on that side.
Yeah.
Actually
affects how.
drop it down.
Yeah.
So
So
Nigeria is just kill yourself.
Try not to, because they, obviously, it's a global brand. They have a name to protect, but the one you make in Nigeria is different from the one you make in the UK, the one you make in America. You understand? So it's just like that.
Oh man, thank you so much for coming. So I think, we've literally hit, the nail on the head. This is why I want, my audience to actually understand. And I think you really shared, a lot of insight into it. So I really, really thank you for this. And we'll be moving on to the blind sip segment. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome back to the blind sip segment. And today we're offering Folarin cognac, whiskey, and rum. And I want you to tell me which is which. So, Folarin, I know you didn't see this coming, right?
I didn't exactly.
So we test your, what do you call it? Your palate skills, right? And there's water to clear your palate
Every time.
after every shot. So she'll be bringing it now, and we'll see how it goes.
All right.
You know your onions, right?
I wouldn't say so.
All right then. So tell me which is which. I think we gave you a very easy.
You think so?
Yeah, I gave you a very easy selection today.
Okay, I'll try.
Whichever
I'll try
one
and
you want
start
to go
from.
first.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
I'd say that's whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah, there's something about that.
Something about that. Yeah. Okay, so try the next.
That's more like whiskey. But
Yeah.
let me
Clear it.
You should have peanuts or some nuts.
You want some nuts to
No,
chew,
no,
yeah?
no, no. They has a way of clearing.
that one.
No, the nuts.
Yeah.
It has a way of neutralizing your palate.
Your palate, yeah. No, I'll get you some nuts.
That's what they say. I don't know. I'm not
That's what they say.
I'm not an expert in this thing.
They call pistachios, right?
Yeah, all nuts. They have a way of
Okay,
clearing
no
your palate.
problem.
Well, I guess by the color, knowing that that's whiskey, I can suspect that this might be. That's brandy.
Brandy.
I think so.
And try the last. You'll be surprised.
I'll be surprised. Okay. I'd say that's Bacardi rum. Or no. Actually, I tell a lie. That's Malibu.
Malibu.
Malibu rum, I think.
Yeah, right.
Because there's that pineapple and coconut kind of thing twisted there.
So you know what? I knew that's what I was saying was easy. I knew you were probably going to get
those
whiskey and the cognac, right? But for you to have hit the nail on the head, right? Malibu. All right. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Great.
I'll see you guys some other time. Take care.
Great. Nice
Bye.
to be here.
Yeah.